Good Sunday morning, everybody. It is September the 4th, and I'm Chris Allen here on the Sam channel, Facebook and YouTube, sponsored by Ace Hardware Marketplace, Labor Day weekend of 2022. Well, some of you got a lot more rain yesterday than expected. I know that I wasn't quite prepared for the deluge of rain that we had yesterday. I was hoping that it would be more scattered in nature, but it seemed to be just a convergence of systems that had just set right over us. Plus, we've got that almost like a conveyor belt of moisture coming up from the Gulf of Mexico. And that just kept feeding and bringing in all that moisture just round after round. And yesterday afternoon and evening was just very wet and very unsettled. And we're getting a break right now, but that doesn't mean it's going to last for very long. Here's a look at the radar as of 5:30 this Sunday morning. As I do this, you can see that we've got that river of moisture out to the east and southeast of us. This is leftovers from what we had last evening. And then we have there's the conveyor belt of moisture that's now sitting more over western Kentucky in that never ending stream of rain. The thing that's going to happen now as we get past sunrise is that we'll get enough heating in here and all that to start sparking more shower and thunderstorm activity in southern Kentucky. And then as we expand the view here, you can see that it's all log jam here. This is a big jam of moisture that's systems that are all coming together around a low pressure system that's sitting near Memphis. And it's just going to continually feed that moisture in here through the day. And so this is really just the beginning of what's to come for the rest of the Labor Day weekend. You're just going to have to, as I said before, squeeze in your cookouts or time at the lake or whatever you've got planned outdoors. It's just going to have to be, yeah, okay, we'll go, but knowing that it could rain and it could rain hard, like it did in a few spots yesterday. Let's take a look at the Kentucky Mesonet network. And over the past 24 hours, look at the impressive rainfall, which prompted some flood warnings down around Simpson County near Franklin. Look at that 3.42 inches of rain at the Kentucky Mesonet site there, just a couple of miles southwest of Franklin. Then you see 1.68 over in Todd County near Elkton. Here in Bowling Green, we had 84 hundredths of an inch of rain at the Ag Expo Center site. At the airport, almost an inch, 96 hundredths of an inch of rain at the Bowling Green Airport. Then you go over toward Cumberland County near Burkesville. That was an inch and 15 hundredths. And then Albany down in Clinton County, 1.23 inches, almost an inch and a quarter. Lesser amounts and hardly anything up toward Ohio County, a little bit maybe near Morgantown and Butler County, but then it was the southern tier of our area that really picked up the rain yesterday. We're going to find more of those showers in the mix today. Temperatures as of 5:30 this morning in the upper 60s to near 70. And of course, it's muggy. The moisture that's in the air that's going to be with us, almost a never ending stream of Gulf moisture. I'm still going to stick with more of the scenario that we're going to get occasional or periods of rain and thunderstorms, and it's not going to rain continuously. But when it does rain, as we saw yesterday, it's going to be heavy at times with gust winds. There were a couple of severe thunderstorm warnings, mainly because of the wind gusts that got up there. The lightning was pretty impressive as well. Here's a look at the temperatures forecast over the next 24 to 36 hours as we go through time, starting in the 70s here this morning. And then we'll only get up into the low 80s, maybe 80, 81, maybe 82. A lot of cloud cover, even though we're seeing some breaks in the clouds right now. It is going to be a mostly cloudy day, but there will be those times when the sun may come out and heat things up a little warmer than that. Then we go back to about 70 for an overnight low tonight, and then into Labor Day tomorrow, 79, maybe 80. It's going to stay cool thanks to the clouds and thanks to the rain that is going to be over the area. Again, I'm not calling for a washout, even though we do have a flash flood watch in effect through Monday. It's just going to be, it's just going to come in waves. There's no better way to put that. It's going to be like right now, we're in a lull of shower activity. The radar, you remember, showing this rain out east of us, and then we're starting to see some showers out west of us along the boundary. That's typically the way we're going to start. And as we get into the day, we may be rain free for a while, but then it ramps back up in the afternoon like yesterday. These are mainly going to be afternoon, early evening type showers and thunderstorms. But when it does rain, wherever it rains, it's going to be hard because there's a lot of moisture content out there. So factor your plans outdoors accordingly. Have a radar app, have a weather radio, or some way to monitor the weather. Then we get into tonight, scattered showers maybe, and then here we go into Monday, rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat. It's that pattern as we get into your Labor Day. And even beyond that, we only get a small break. And I think that's going to come like Tuesday night into Wednesday, but even into much of next week, a very unsettled weather pattern with pretty much daily chances of rain and even some thunderstorms. It's just the pattern that we're in right now. Here's a look at the predicted rainfall over the next couple of days, and you still see that bullseye of heavy rain right over central Kentucky. Maybe not over the entire south central Kentucky area or western Kentucky, but certainly central Kentucky, which edges into our area. A good 2 inches, sometimes 3, as we saw in a couple of spots yesterday. Don't be surprised if you get these storms that come over and they just settle over one place and then they just slowly move across. And when they slowly move across, they just dump and dump and dump rain. Uh, that's going to be the scenario that we see over the next few days. It's not looking any drier around here anytime soon. Let's look at the maps and we'll see if we can find something there besides rain. I doubt it. So here is a look at the maps this morning with the frontal boundaries all set up here, and they're ready to go. Not really moving much. It's that trophiness, that valley, that conveyor belt of moisture that's just staying right over our area. And so therefore, we're going to continue to see showers and thunderstorms at times. There you see the dark green painted right over us, the log jam of systems here, very congested in the atmosphere. So we're going to continue to get showers and thunderstorms. Here we go into tonight and into Labor Day Monday morning, afternoon, Monday evening, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursdays. Look, it's still there. See that? That trough is still there, almost unmovable. It's just stationary pretty much, and it's just going to continue to feed off of that Gulf of Mexico moisture. So here we go, Thursday into Friday, still there. Next weekend, Saturday, well, it moves west a little bit. That may give us a little bit of wiggle room to get some drier air in here. But I'm telling you, the way things are forecast right now, it's going to be every single day from here on out through all of next week into next weekend. Somebody around here is going to get rained on. It is what it is. And I know a lot of people hate that saying, and sometimes I do too, but it is what it is. And because of that, the National Weather Service has put a flood watch in effect. This is at least through Monday, late Monday evening. Um, and it does include the Bowling Green area, all of Interstate 65, part of the Bluegrass and the Western Kentucky Parkways, the Cumberland Parkway, I 75, I 64, on and on and on. Basically, drawing a line from, say, Madisonville and Russellville east. Anything east of that area, flood watch. Yeah, and flash flooding like we saw yesterday in a couple of places, that is going to be very likely. All right, one more graphic to show you, and that's the long-term temperatures, the blend of models showing us staying cool or cooler than average. Average is around 87, 88. We're going to be more into the low to maybe mid 80s, but mostly low 80s through the entire 10-day period because of the unsettled pattern, the rainy weather, the clouds. It is all going to stick with us. So, my best advice to you is if you want to keep your outdoor plant, like I don't mind um, grilling out and doing stuff outdoors. If it's just occasionally raining and it's, on the back patio or someplace, as long as there's not a lot of lightning going on, it's okay. But when you start getting into lightning, very heavy rain, gusty winds, that's a problem. That's when you need to just call it off, come inside, get to a better place of shelter. And not saying like I did yesterday, I don't think there's going to be this widespread severe weather. There may be a couple of warnings because of gusty winds sometimes when these storms collapse, not only do they produce heavy rain, but they produce a rush of wind out of those storms as they collapse, and that causes some wind damage. And there was some yesterday down around Franklin and Gold City. There were a couple of power outages and trees down because of that. It was a collapsing storm. It wasn't tornadic. This is not a tornadic pattern. This is just a lot of shall we call them angry thunderstorms, maybe? They just have a lot of rain and wind with them sometimes. So keep that in mind, especially if you're going to be out at area lakes. It's dangerous. So keep that in mind. In the meantime, I hope you have a great Sunday. God bless you. Thank you for watching and have a safe and happy Labor Day weekend. I'll be back here tomorrow morning with another update.